Well, here we are in Istanbul, just getting ready to leave on our ship. Oh, it feels much better now. Here we are, we arrived in Kusadasi on the second day of our cruise. Well, we had a good night's sleep last night, and the good news is Julie is feeling better today. So it's great. We travelled overnight and arrived here in Patmos in Greece. Looks pretty barren to me, not so welcoming. Julie, where are we now? Yeah, and where are you?
I'm sitting on the seat on the tender.
On the tender, so you're feeling a lot better today. That's really good. And what are we going to do? We're going to have an adventure?
Yes.
That'll be what? A quiet adventure. I never heard of that before.
I'll sign off.
Well, here we are, Patmos. Nice place. Oh, it's so pretty. It's such a nice, pretty place. Julie, where are you going? Marks and Spencer's? Well, it's another day and another dollar. And
Lira this time.
we're another lira. And we arrived today in Marmaris. Where are we, Julie? Marmaris, where the marmalade comes from.
Really big.
No, not at all, really. It's a very pretty place. And Julie feels a lot better. Hello, Julie.
Hello, David.
Do you feel a lot better today?
I really do, thank you.
I'm very
You're
pleased.
very good nurse looking after me.
Pleased to hear that. We're going to have an adventure today.
I had an adventure too.
Oh, okay. All right, so we're off then to Marmalade. Julie, where are we going? Marmalade. And it's nice to get you and the ship. Sail away time from Marmaris. We enjoyed Marmaris, didn't we, Julie?
Oh, we did indeed.
It was a beautiful place, much bigger city than we thought. But you did well, Julie, didn't you? With all your shopping.
Yes.
You gave the credit cards a bash in here.
We did indeed. Got nice things.
But you feel a lot better now, don't you,
thank
Julie?
God I do. And now you're not big.
Yeah, well, I'm a silly old fart.
Well, apart from that.
Now, here we are approaching now the island of Mykonos, and it is extremely pretty. Well, we didn't make it to Santorini, unfortunately. The weather was bad, although it's been good the whole cruise, but it was bad coming into Santorini. Very high winds and a rough sea, and they wouldn't allow us to. We docked, but they said there was nothing working on Santorini. So we had to set sail again, and they brought us to this place, which is, I think, called Knossos. And here we are. I think it's Crete. It's the island of Crete. Oh, this is a good shot of the ship, which we've just returned to from a very uninspiring trip to this funny island, which has a lot of sort of millions of tourist shops all the same. And so we're back, and that's it. And we pack tonight, and tomorrow, Athens. Julie, what are you doing? You're standing there at the entrance to the ship, and why are you doing that? You're waiting to get on the ship, so you're just looking at me. Are you waving to me because you're saying goodbye? Goodbye. Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road. So, Julie, come on then. Is this us going?
That's us going.
Are we finished now with Silver Seas?
Yes, we are finished.
For this time?
And go with all the elements.
Right here in the camera?
Yeah. And with all the ailments, you say?
With all the elements. We're still happy people. We're really looking forward to going to the Amazon.
Okay, you look lovely, Jilly. Our guide today is Kelly, or Calliope, and she tells us about, well, this is the car, which Jill likes very much, with a TV in it. And she tells us about the Greek Orthodox religion, that it was founded in the 4th century, really, and it grew up differently from the Catholic religion in that they believe more in Jesus as the Son of God, and not so much the Mother of God and so on, like the Catholics. And then she says there's not so much difference really, except that priests are able to marry. They're called patriarchs, and they wear that black outfit and beards and so on. And now we're going to visit the Acropolis. Nearly ran into the horse. Oh, the horse backs up. Good old horsey. Uh-oh.
He's so obedient, the horse, eh?
Κάτσε λίγο ρε, περίμενε λίγο ρε.
Καλά, θα το αγριέψεις.
Ούτε ο βασιλιάς ο Παύλος δεν ανέβαινε ρε. Πεζόδρομος είναι.
There's an argument between the horse and the taxi.
Όλο γέλιο είσαστε. Ούτε ο Παύλος δεν ανέβαινε. Δεν υπάρχει κανένας
Just
εδώ
climbing
τίποτε.
up to the Acropolis, and of course Kelly was saying that Athens is named after the Greek god Athena, whose full name of course was Athena Nike, and after whom Nike is named. And the word Acropolis, it means the city at the edge. Agro, of course, like agoraphobia, on the edge. City at the edge, 450 feet above sea level. It's not so much, but for Greece it's a lot. So this is part of the Acropolis, and it's called the Odeum of Herod Atticus. The Odeum of Herod Atticus. And apparently the seating is all new, but everything else is original. And they have performances here from everybody really, from Maria Callas, Pavarotti performed here, all the dancers and famous people. Must be wonderful to see a performance in a place like this. This is the view from Piraeus, where the port is over there, and Philippopolis, and down into the Odeum. Great view from up here over Athens. Oh, this limestone dates back to 1300 years before Christ. It's all original. There's a hell of a lot of people up here. Okay, great view here over Athens, and I just heard an awful lot of information that I'm going to try and remember some of it. Now this was the High Court, where people were tried, and St. Paul was tried here and sent away from Greece because they didn't believe his stories about resurrection. And actually he was sent to Corinth, where the Corinthians come from, and where there were a lot of Jewish people, and the Jewish people did believe it, oddly enough. So that was how that started. And here, over here, was the lower court, where thieves and robbers were tried, and that was called the Court of Agora. And there were so many people there all the time, because I suppose they had a lot of thieves and robbers. And it's where the word agoraphobia comes from, fear of a lot of people, because this is the temple of Athena Nike, or Nike, and the word Nike in Greek means victory. So now we know where that word comes from.
amazing how
This is how the columns were built out of these sections. That actually they had a way of reinforcing them like the reinforced concrete we use now. They put them all together and they put a steel or a wooden beam through the middle to keep them up, and that would enable them to move in case of an earthquake as well. Good view of the back of this section, and everything had ceilings, and it's all dates original from 450 BC. First view of the Parthenon, which I confused with the Pantheon in Rome, and which Kelly explained to me the difference is Pan. The word Pan means everything, so Pantheon was for all the gods, whereas Parthenon is for the for just the virgin god, Partheos. I didn't realise until it was pointed out that this structure is not straight lines. It's curved towards the middle in every respect, and the columns give the optical illusion of being straight, but they're not. They are tapered, actually, so that they look straight. And the same with the ground. The base of the Parthenon also curves upwards towards the middle to give the optical illusion of being straight. Very interesting. So it was being explained that the four horses of the Acropolis, which are in London now, were originally up here, and over this side the god Dionysus, and we were being explained that in the Greek mythology Athens was said to be the daughter of Zeus, and they couldn't accept, the Greeks couldn't accept that a female should be a god of wisdom, so they said that Zeus swallowed her to stop her talking, and then he got a headache, and then Dionysus split his head, and out came Athena, the god of wisdom, and Athena Nike, the god of sport. And this is a theatre of Dionysus, who was also in the Roman Latin name was Bacchus, the god of happiness. It was the Romans that built the seats here. These are original tiles that were forming the ceilings. And oh, here's a lady. Are you a relic as well?
Yes.
A relic of a bygone age? Or are you
This is a British humour.
or are you a Greek god? Goddess, yes.
Goddess.
The goddess of what?
Of the family.
Goddess of the
She's
family.
Hera.
Hera, yeah, I remember
yeah.
Hera. Well, here we arrived at Amanzoe, where we're going to be spending the next few days. And this is our villa. A villa. It's the most beautiful, peaceful place, because it won't be time we get going with it. Come in the inner door, I'm at the outer door, and of course, I thought I'd lock myself out. But here we are at the beginnings of this place. Just unbelievable. Hello, Jilly. Oh, nice to see you here.
Yes,
Is this a friend of yours? Or?
Hercules.
Hercules, who was the son of Zeus, of course. We've been
our new
learning all this.
We're very pleased to hear we've got his and her dressing room, bathroom, shower.
Oh, so this is...
That
so
side's yours.
Oh, it's my dressing room. Okay, right. So I can get
and
dressed.
bathroom.
Oh, yeah, right.
Shower.
So we go out here, and here we have the This is our, don't know what you call it really, our sort of place. Veranda, that's what you'd call it, a veranda. With its columns. Very nice place. It's a nicer place. And our places for laying out. And even our own little infinity pool. Isn't that lovely? So quiet and peaceful. And this is another pool. There's so much of this place to admire. Conference room, I mean it's just wonderful. Blue, blue, blue sky. We're going to the beach club now. Well, this is the beach bar. You have to get into a car and drive probably 10 minutes to get to this place. But it's the beach club of the hotel. What a view this has got, this place. Wow. This is just our hotel. Look at this. Stunningly beautiful. In a beautiful bay. So we arrived here at Matochi today, and we're going to get this water taxi over to Idra. Idra is supposed to be the most beautiful island where no cars are allowed, and they only have donkeys. Donkeys and people. Jilly, you going on that taxi? Jilly, you prefer this to a speedboat?
Yeah, because it's covered and it looks a bit more secure.
Oh, we haven't got a driver though.
Well, not when I run.
What are we going to do?
Bye,
Oh, there we go, we've got somebody. Here we go. Tell me, Jilly, about the land. Is it Ahoy?
Ahoy!
It's Ahoy, is it?
Yes,
Oh.
ahoy!
And how can you tell when the land is Ahoy?
That's what they say on Lucy and Beyonce.
Oh, right, and that's what you're doing, is it? Right,
But we're not mutineering.
you know about these things, don't you? Very good.
We're nearly there.
Hooray! Land Ahoy! Here we arrive at Idra. Very, very pretty place. And the beginning of our adventure for today.
Well,
It's, now hang on a minute. But let me, I'm speaking now. It's my turn to speak. Yes. This is the end. It's very hot today, isn't it?
Extreme.
Jilly, have you had a nice time?
I've had a fantastic time. Every day. Every single day we've been here. And on the cruise, everything. It's just wonderful. One of the best holidays we've ever had in Europe.
Is that right?
That is
And would
really
you come back here again?
Oh, tomorrow.
To the Amanzoe?
Tomorrow.
You would. Well, that's really nice, Jilly. I'm very pleased to hear that. And you had plenty of food. You didn't starve or anything.
Certainly not, no.
No, you had plenty to eat
Yes.
and drink.
Drink.
And did
Everything.
you had
Sun.
some nice trips and everything.
Trips, beautiful. Everything. Everything's beautiful.
And do you like this room? This
Oh, I love this room. I want this room.
you'd like to live here.
Yes.
All right, Jilly. Well, it's goodbye now.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye, Jilly. Have a little wave. This is goodbye,
Bye-bye.
isn't it? And Poppy,
Bye,
who's been
it was
so
great
good.
having you here. Thank you.
Oh, we're
looking forward to seeing you again.
Yes, so are we. Okay, that's been really great. We've had a lovely time, and here we go. We're in the car, and
Bye-bye. Good to have you.
goodbye.
Have a great trip.
Thank you. Bye.